Hey guys, welcome back to the movie summary. Beginning of the movie, we see a girl named Zoe. She went hunting in the forest with her father Tud. Zoe hunts a big deer. The deer is very distressed by its injury. Then Tud says if we leave this deer like this it will suffer and die. Hearing this, Zoe kills the deer with a nearby stone. Later they both bring home the dead deer. Zoe's mom asks her about the prom party. Zoe is silent for that. Just then Tud comes there. Actually there are no words between Tud and Zoe. Some years ago someone murdered Zoe's mother. Since then she has been imagining her mother. Even earlier she imagined her mother. Zoe thinks her mother died because of Tud. Both of them have a quarrel over this issue. Meanwhile Zoe's friend Lewis comes to take Zoe to school. Then they leave for school. Some students trouble them on the way. Then Zoe scolds them. Then they try to crash Lewis' car. But Lewis parks his car further down the road. While they are talking Zoe sees a student named Chris. He is burying something in the crop fields. Seeing that Lewis says today is prank day, Chris is doing this to plan something in school. Later they both go to school. Lewis asks Zoe to open his locker. She says I won't open it and goes to the classroom. Some boys in the class invite girls to come with them to prom night. Seeing all this Zoe feels strange. She is not much interested in these. After the class she opens her locker. It includes a prom night invitation. This invitation is sent by Lewis. Then she gets very angry. Immediately she went to Lewis and says you don't have to do this. To that he says let's go to the party together and enjoy. Zoe has no interest in the party. She says I have to go to washroom and leaves from there. She sees a girl in the washroom. She takes an object from the ceiling and leaves. Zoe checks what's on there, but she can't see anything. On the other side we see a small house. After a while it will explode. At the same time Chris enters the canteen and shoots two students with his gun. Chris also has a team. Tristan is their leader, Kip and Anna are also in their time. Lewis is very scared to see them. We saw Anna earlier in the washroom. As Zoe walks out of the washroom, a girl walks in with a lot of injuries. She dies shortly after. Zoe sees all this and thinks that something will happen outside. She slowly comes to see what is happening outside. A boy comes out of the gents' washroom. Then Kip threatens him and tells him to sit down. Then he goes into the ladies' washroom. Seeing this, Zoe immediately climbs up to the ceiling and hides. Tristan tells the students to call their family members and tells them about the situation here. Lewis immediately calls his mother and tells her everything that happened here. Zoe, on the other hand, keeps moving forward. But somewhere in the kitchen she falls. The sound of her falling in the kitchen is heard by everyone outside. Soon Chris comes into the kitchen to check. Zoe runs away and hides. The chef is also hiding there. Chris walks towards them. The chef goes ahead of him to save Zoe's life. Immediately he shoots and kills the chef with a gun. A student named Kristen calls the school management and tells everything that happened. Then they don't lock the school to understand the situation. Moreover, they suspect that someone is doing a prank. On the other hand Zoe comes out of school. She tries to run away, but decides to save students and stops. She stops the students outside from going inside. After a while the guards and teacher come in and try to talk to Tristan. But he doesn't listen to the teacher. Chris then shoots and kills him. Then the guard gets very scared. Tristan leaves him. Because their plan is that people outside will know what is happening here through this guard. Then he asks Lewis to record everything happening here live on social media. On the other hand, Zoe goes to other classrooms with her friend and says that some students have hijacked the school. Then she presses the fire alarm button. After hearing the alarm, all the students go outside the school. Anna then destroys the alarm system. So the alarm goes off. Then all the students think this is a prank. Then they all go into the classroom. Tristan set fire to different places in the city to divert the police. All this will be known to the officer. Immediately he goes to the school to save the students. As they reach the school there is a blast. Therefore, the policeman got injured. Seeing the situation, the police ask more police to come for backup. The blast seriously injured a teacher in the school. Zoe goes to see the injured teacher. That's when she sees her mother. Just then Anna comes there. Zoe acts dead on seeing her. Anna sees them and leaves. Zoe tells the students in the class to run away immediately. Just then Anna shoots at her. Soon Zoe runs away from there. Anna also follows her. They both enter a room with balloons and fight. Zoe takes Anna's gun and kills her. On the other hand, Tristan goes to bring some other students. Lewis also goes with him. Then a teacher comes forward to protect the students. She knew Tristan from before. He also studied in the same school. Tristan says to the teacher, if you take off all your clothes, I won't do anything to the students. Then the teacher has no other option. So she takes off all her clothes. Louis is streaming it all live. The officer, on the other hand, goes to Tristan's mother's house to talk to her. But Tristan already killed his mother. On the other hand, Chris is very scared of the police. Immediately he starts firing at the policeman. He calls Tristan and tells him everything that happened. Then Tristan takes all the students towards the canteen. Zoe watches all this. Kip goes to pick up some other students. Zoe then runs right in front of Kip to divert him. Then Kip sees Anna's dead body. Then Zoe says, I killed Anna. This makes Kip even more angry. As he runs, he falls down. Zoe then knocks him unconscious. Then she takes him into the theater and ties him a chair. Zoe's father also comes near the school. He was watching a live stream of Louis. Zoe takes some students out. Also call the officer and give information. Tristan gives an interview on live stream. He says, I am doing all this to become famous. Later he calls Anna. Then Zoe picks up the call and says, I killed Anna. Hearing this, Tristan gets very angry. He said, you should come to the canteen quickly with Zoe. Otherwise he will kill a student every 5 minutes. Immediately Zoe runs towards the canteen. She goes to Kip and says, you have done all the bad things till now. Now you have to help me to save the students. Therefore you will get a good. To which Kip says okay to help her. Then Zoe goes straight into the canteen. There Tristan tells her why he is doing all this. Outside the school, Tud's father takes a sniper gun and aims it at the school. On the other hand, Kip comes to Tristan and says, stop what you are doing. Then Chris starts firing. Immediately Zoe takes Louis and runs away from there. But a bullet hits Louis. Then Zoe takes him into the room. She gets very emotional at Louis's situation. She falls in love with him. Louis tells Zoe that there is a bomb in the van outside the canteen. Then Zoe goes towards the canteen. Then Chris sees her and shoots her. But she escapes from him and goes into the chemistry lab. Chris gets into it too. Then she sets fire there and tries to kill him. But Chris escapes. Then he is going to shoot Zoe. Then Tud shoots Chris with a sniper. Therefore he dies. The police hear the sound of the gun and take Tut into custody. Zoe sends a photo of Chris's dead body to Tristan. Tristan gets scared after seeing that photo and activates the bomb in the van. Later, Zoe calls Tristan and says that if you do what you want, you will not become famous, I will become famous in your place. Then Tristan takes a student with him, beating him. Then Zoe comes into the canteen and tells everyone to run away from there. She then starts the van with the bomb and sends it away from the school. There the van explodes. Then the police come inside the school. There they find Tristan's dead body. In the next scene we see Zoe talking to the officer. The officer thanks Zoe for saving all the students. Zoe is talking to her father when she sees Tristan. She then takes her father's sniper gun and goes after him. Tristan collects his passport under the bridge. Zoe shoots him. Then she goes to him and says, you must die with tears, and leaves. This is how this movie ends. 99% people watch my videos without subscribing. I am working hard to make these videos. My humble request to subscribe my channel to grow.